Next song, I want to tell you a little bit about it. I'm not going to tell you what the fuck it's about. You can figure it out. But I got the inspiration for it. Yes, I'm going to reference Twilight Zone. There's a Twilight Zone episode called Midnight Sun. And basically the sun is moving towards the Earth's orbit, and it's getting hotter and hotter, and there's oil paintings melting and shit. Anyway, this song's called Midnight Zone. It's the deepest zone in the ocean that they don't know much about. And there's creatures there that have developed adaptations, like creatures without eyes and shit. So this is the only love song I've probably actually ever written. And here it is.
Down below, been on the midnight zone 5 years ago. Did you get broken? Come away healed. What did you learn? How did it feel? I found you awakened, the life that I made. Caught me in passing before I could fade. Now it's too taller just because you're around, but I still sing lonely 'cause the truth brings me down. Yeah, you can have me. Yeah.
They've only had maybe 5 rehearsals. Some of them have had 1 rehearsal, some of them had 2 rehearsals. A couple of them played on the news with me. Fred Friction was kind enough to have us on his show. He's kind enough to MC tonight. But in my band here working with me, I got Dave Manis. He plays in a couple of groups. He plays in Manis Brothers with his brother Jake. Yeah, Guitar Dog. And Whiskey War Mountain Rebellion. And they do the Whiskey War Fest, which I think my band, the Bible Belt Sinners, is going to be a part of this year. My drummer that's with me tonight, Grotto, I can never pronounce his last name, Eric Kojea. I gave it a shot. Anyway, he plays with me in the Bible Belt Sinners. And Amy Hawkins, actually, she's amazing, but I met her because Tim Smith, who did the artwork for my CD, he recommended her. He said, this is the best piano player that you can get, you should ask her to do it. And she said yes. So I'm fortunate enough to be working with her. And Jamie Allman is in this awesome band called Butcher Holler. And if you haven't seen those guys, yes. Yeah, they're fucking amazing. So I'm really happy to have him with us. And thanks for coming out tonight. Eric McSpadden, he needs no introduction. He's the best harmonica player in the whole goddamn city, and maybe in the whole country. I have no idea. But he's like the Sonny Boy Williamson is always how I introduce him in St. Louis. But this man was on my album. He was on the song Usual Suspects on there. Really happy to know the guy. And actually how we met, we were thrown on stage together at Beyond Broadway. we did a gig together, shook hands on stage, and played together for the first time. So he's a dear, dear friend of mine, amazing musician. So give it up for these guys that have